Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Wrestlemania 31 exclusive DVD. It pretty much is just a standard chain and then a soft rubber for the WrestleMania logo. So I guess one of those things that's kind of cool for kids. Doesn't serve much use for me, but it's nice they included something a little bit extra. And certainly I'd rather have it than not. So pretty decent there. Now once we open the DVD up, there is some awesome screens from this year's WrestleMania. On the left, probably the coolest entrance I have ever seen, and I am a massive Terminator fan. If you haven't seen the other reviews on my channel, you can look those up. A lot of Terminator figures. So I was so excited when I saw that Triple H come out like this. Apparently it was leaked beforehand that he was coming out to the Terminator theme. So I was like, okay, that's interesting, but I never expected this. I thought it was really cool. The year before, he did sort of the Game of Thrones type entrance, and this pretty much looks like the same crown and everything, but like a cybernetic version. Looked really cool. You can see, obviously, the laser eye there. I'll zoom forward so you guys can get a good shot of that. Awesome. And then he's got the T-800 Terminator heads that have been ripped off the body. I just thought it was such a cool entrance. You've got the T-800 dual wielding the plasma rifles there. What an entrance. To his credit, you know, he gets a lot of flack, but it was just so cool to see Triple H come out like that. I love the trunks as well, the nice logo there and everything. Wasn't a fan of the logo on the knee pads, but really excited, and hopefully when they release a figure of this guy, that's one that I'm definitely going to pick up. Pretty tank as well. You can see the ab line there for a guy who's starting to get a little bit old. He's quite fit and in shape. On the right, of course, Seth Rollins. Nice shot. The way they ran this year's WrestleMania, he pretty much came in, and when I rewatched it again, with like 3 minutes left before the pay-per-view ended, he zoomed in, captures the title, and then bolts out of there, and doesn't celebrate in the ring, nothing like that. He just legs it to the top of the stage. So they were very lucky, I guess, to get this shot with the fireworks in the background, because it was a very, very fast moment. Certainly a very memorable one that I didn't expect. So I'll start by taking a look at Disc 1. Awesome shot of Sting diving onto DX. Such a great, entertaining match. Disappointing outcome, if I'm honest, and you know, basically they threw the complete story out, which was really funny to see. But nice shot of Sting. I was happy to see him finally get his WWE moment. Over here, of course, Disc 1. Some of the stuff that was on Disc 1, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, where of course Daniel Bryan defeated Bad News Barrett to win the Intercontinental Championship. Great ladder match. Luke Harper just dominating Dean Ambrose at one point with a powerbomb on some ladders. That was a really good high spot. Stardust did quite well as well. Then the headbutt battle that I thought was really ridiculous between Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan was pretty solid as well. Then we've got Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Pretty solid match. Randy Orton picking up the win. I thought that was pretty solid. And the way he did it, what an RKO. Launching Seth into the air. That was an awesome match. I was pretty happy with that, and really set the tone for the rest of the event as well. Then we've got Sting and Triple H. I'm a huge Triple H fan. I loved his entrance. Sting's entrance, a lot of people have been critical of it. Some have said, you know, why did he come out with the Japanese drums and all that sort of stuff? I think it was just something different, and they had to have him have some point of difference between The Undertaker. So I didn't actually mind it. I thought it was great. I loved Sting's theme music from his WWE run. I thought it was just really cool. A great sounding song. I wish it had been played louder at WrestleMania. It did get lost a little bit. But great fan reaction. And it was nice to see Sting finally get his match at WrestleMania and at WWE. Awesome moments for me. DX coming out, NWI coming out, the super kick by Shawn Michaels. That was really, really cool. Again, a lot of people have criticised, the sledgehammer to the head and then Sting shaking Triple H's hand, and the whole storyline that they'd built up with him taking over the Authority just sort of got thrown in the rubbish bin, really. I agree with all those criticisms. At the same time, though, if you watch back this match in 6 months, 12 months, 3 years' time, no one's really going to care about the storyline lead up. You're just going to focus on the Sting having his first match and possibly only match in WWE at WrestleMania. So overall, I was happy for Sting, disappointed in the outcome. But moving on, we've got, I'm just trying to think, the interview with Daniel Bryan where all the other IC champs from the past, all the WWE legends are there. That was pretty solid as well. Then you had the Skylar Grey and Kid Ink musical performance, which was the biggest drainer of all time. They tried it at WrestleMania 29 with The Rock and Flow Rider and all this sort of stuff, and it was just garbage. I don't know why they insist on music, people playing. If you want to go to a concert, cool, go to a concert. That's not why people tune in to see WrestleMania. And I don't know. Skylar Grey was okay. Kid Ink was pretty rubbish, if I'm honest. And you've got AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. I'm not going to go too much in detail into that. AJ Lee and Paige are fantastic. I think the Bellas are pretty solid as well. They really just had the filler spot on the card, if I'm honest, which is a bit of a shame because given a lot of time, they could put on a really awesome match. Then you've got the United States Championship match. Rusev, that is one of the best entrances I have seen at WrestleMania. He rides in on a freaking tank like an absolute boss. He's got all the cannons, the Russian soldiers. If you watch it again and after rewatching this DVD, the guy at the very back on the left who's carrying the Russian flag when Lana's walking down, he's completely out of step. It's pretty funny to watch. He's the only one who's out of time, and it's pretty obvious when you first pick it up. Each time you subsequently watch it back. But really great entrance. I loved the Cena Stunner. Some people have been really critical of that. He's copying Stone Cold Steve Austin and all this sort of stuff. Honestly, I thought it was a great move. It sets something up, and if Stone Cold ever does come back, he's got something to get revenge on Cena for stealing his move. I really liked it. At the same time, though, I've seen Rusev have better matches. I wanted him to be a little bit more aggressive, and at Extreme Rules, I was kind of bummed out with the outcome there, with John Cena retaining the US title. Hopefully at Payback, Rusev wins it. My thoughts are that they're teasing this Lana-Rusev split. Rusev's going to get Lana in some sort of position where Cena has to say, I quit in order to save Lana, and it was a big scam this whole time to sucker Cena in, and Rusev wins the US title. At least that's what I'm hoping. So looking at disc 2 and 3, nice shot of Daniel Bryan with the IC title at the top there, and John Cena at the bottom with the US title. Two very deserving champions that are going to elevate those belts, although Daniel Bryan's future at this point in time is a little uncertain. We've got The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt, a match I was very excited for. Basically, it was the best hits of The Undertaker. He came back looking cool. Reminded me of his run in 2004 and 5 when he had the slacks there. Really great to see The Undertaker, one of my favourites of all time as well. Sadly, I don't know, I thought Bray Wyatt could have done a little bit better in this match, but it was still really awesome. I was very, very happy with it. And even though Bray Wyatt lost, I think the fact that he lost to The Undertaker reminds me a little bit of when Triple H says, his first WrestleMania, he lost to Ultimate Warrior, and he still went on to have an awesome career. And eventually have enough power to even beat people like Sting. So, hopefully Bray Wyatt, improves his promo skills. Sometimes he just seems to talk gibberish. He's feuding with Ryback at the moment. I don't think that's really going to lead anywhere for either of those guys. But hopefully one day he'll have a rematch with Cena and beat him and regain all that momentum he had leading into last year's WrestleMania. Then we come to the main event. Brock Lesnar is a freaking beast. My favorite wrestler of all time. Just because I think he's fantastic. You look at his matches at SummerSlam, Night of Champions, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. Each one of those matches is a classic and is a fantastic match to watch. The triple threat at the Royal Rumble is one of the best matches I've ever seen. And the match at WrestleMania was great. A really brutal, physical match between Brock and Roman. Roman really stepped up to the plate. At the same time, Brock, just an absolute machine. And then Seth Rollins coming in with the steal was a very exciting thing that I didn't expect. I know some people did. I wasn't expecting that, if I'm honest. So I was really happy with WrestleMania overall. At the kickoff show, it's got also on the second disc the Fatal 4-Way with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the New Day, Usos, and Los Matadores. Really good match as well. A little bit more time, and I think it actually could have made a really great match. The New Day at the moment having a great feud with Kidd and Cesaro, which is cool to see. And then the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I'm glad they gave Big Show a break and had him win it. Big Show deserves quite a lot of credit. I think he could have been a fantastic character and top character in WWE. They've never really used him right, so it's nice to at least see him get some recognition, even though some people aren't happy at that. Having said that, he's probably not going to go anywhere. Look at someone like Cesaro, who won it last year, and basically, yes, he's the tag champ, but he really should have had a big singles push, which is yet to happen. And then, of course, the Hall of Fame on Disc 3.